Blocking in forms. So blocking in forms with squares, triangles, circles, or straight lines to create more complex polygons helps to delineate forms. You really should start ideally drawing with simplified forms if you're drawing something very complex, or even if you're drawing something relatively simple, it can help you to reduce the information down. It's not the only way to draw for sure, but it can be very useful. So it's a helpful technique to get shapes and forms right. So here's an example of blocking in with a still life. And I'm going to be demonstrating this technique with starting with kind of a polygon and then breaking it down. You see the first one is like a polygon here, and then it breaks the form in a little bit more and then carves it in a little bit more, and then gets to some simplified forms. And this is blocking in with a figure, which is very helpful because the figure is quite complex, and it helps to simplify things first so you can get proportions right before you add more details in. And you can note also the use of like a bounding box here. Well, and this is more of a construction line that's at an angle. So you can use angled construction lines as well, and note all the simplified forms in the figure. Here's a drawing by me when I was a student back in '93, and it just shows very simple straight lines being used and some simple curves. You can kind of barely see the faint outline here of the shape used for the pelvis, and all straight lines here for the hands, and just very simple. And here's another one that I did as a student. And you can see even here that I started off actually with just for the legs, like a stick figure almost, and then developed more on top of this. You can also do boxes for when you're doing your blocking. This is very useful for making things 3D. It can be kind of hard to get the hang of at first. For my figure drawing class at USC that I used to teach, I used to have some cardboard boxes that I had kind of together with some wire, and you could even do this yourself. Find a box that's kind of the shape of a torso, and the box is kind of the shape of a pelvis, and tape them to a sturdy piece of wire, and then you could even hang it in different positions. I would move it into different positions to actually draw from, which can be very useful right next to the model. And this shows some more blocking in forms, just really simple shapes being used to develop the figure. And even more simple shapes here in this next set of drawings. And you can see this person also starts a little bit with the stick figure down here with this leg, and very simple forms to get the figure correct. And that's my last blocking image. Thank you.